Good morning everyone, my name is Princess Elcano. So I will discuss natural and artificial methods of contraception. Natural and artificial methods of contraception. Natural method. The natural family planning methods do not involve any chemical or foreign body introduction into the human body. People who are very conscious of their religious beliefs are more inclined to use the natural way of birth control and other follow such natural method because they are more cost-effective. Abstinence. This natural method involves refraining from sexual intercourse and is the most effective natural birth control method with ideally 0% fail rate. It is considered to be the most effective way to avoid STI or sexually transmitted infections. However, most people find it difficult to comply with abstinence, so only a few use this method. In other words, abstinence means not having sexual intercourse during the time of the month that they may be most fertile. The best description of this practice is periodic abstinence, which is considered a method of natural family planning. Calendar method. This method is also called as the rhythm method. It entails withholding from coitus during the days that the woman is fertile. According to the menstrual cycle, the woman is likely to conceive 3 or 4 days before and 3 or 4 days after ovulation. The woman needs to record her menstrual cycle for 6 months in order to calculate the woman's safe days to prevent conception. Basal body temperature. The basal body temperature or BBT indicates the woman's temperature at rest. Before the day of ovulation and during ovulation, BBT falls at 0.5 degree Fahrenheit. It increases to a full degree because of progesterone and maintains its level throughout the menstrual cycle. These serve as the basis for the method. The woman must record her temperature every morning before any activity. A slight decrease in the basal temperature followed by a gradual increase in the basal body temperature can be a sign that a woman has ovulated. In other words, the basal body temperature method is a method of natural family planning that requires only the purchase of a very accurate thermometer. The method, which calls for tracking the woman's body temperature on a daily basis, helps to determine which days of the month she is fertile. Cervical mucus method. The change in the cervical mucus during ovulation is the basis for this method. During ovulation, the cervical mucus is copious, thin, and watery. It also exhibits the property of spin barcate, wherein it can be stretched up until at least 1 inch and slippery. The woman is said to be fertile as long as the cervical mucus is copious and watery. Therefore, she must avoid coitus during those days to prevent conception. Symptothermal method. The symptothermal method is basically a combination of the BBT method and the cervical mucus method. The woman records her temperature every morning and also takes note of change in her cervical mucus. She should abstain from coitus 3 days after a rise in her temperature or on the 4th day after the peak of mucus change. Ovulation detection. The ovulation detection method uses an over-the-counter kit that requires the urine sample of the woman. The kit can predict ovulation through the surge of luteinizing hormone that happens 12 to 24 hours before ovulation. Coitus interruptus. Coitus interruptus is one of the oldest methods that prevents conception.
Good morning everyone, my name is Erica E. Alpus. I will discuss the erogenous zone and human sexual behavior. First, erogenous zone. Erogenous zone refers to the part of the body that a primary receptive increase sexual arousal with touch in a sexual manner. Some of the commonly known erogenous zone are the mouth, breast, genitals, and anus. Genitous zone may vary from the person touched another. Some people may enjoy being touched in certain area more than the other common areas in the body that can be aroused easily may include and neck, things, abdomen, and feet. Bahagi ng katawan ng sensitibo sa sexual na stimulation touch na inililipat sa erogenous zone. Ang isang tao ay particular na nakalulugod. Ang isang erogenous zone ay isang lugar ng katawan ng tao na tumataas sa pagiging sensitibo. Ang pagpapasigla na maaaring magresulta sa paggawa ng mga pantasya sa sexual, pagpukaw sa sexual organism ng mga pagpapasigla ng mga lugar na ito ay maaaring makagawa ng bayada na maintindiang pagsining. Pangalawa, sexual behavior. Human sexual behavior is defined as many activities solitary between two persons or in a group that includes sexual arousal. Gebhard Ph. 2017. There are two major factors that determine human sexual behavior. He inherited sexual response patterns that have evolved as a means of ensuring reproduction and that become part of each individual's genetic inheritance, and the degree of restraint or other types of influence inserted on the individuals by society in expression his sexuality. Parehong typical at atypical sexual na pag-uugali ay maaaring pinakamahusay na mauunawaan sa mga tuntunin. Ang pag-aaral ng pag-unlad ng kalikasan at pag-aalaga ay kinakailangan upang ipaliwanag ang buong sanay. Ang pag-uugaling sekwal ng tao at therapist na sekwal nangangailangan din ng pansin ng parehong mga sangkap na ito ay nagsisimula ang pag-uugali sa sekwal bago pagbibinta, ngunit ng mga usbong pagbibinta ay nagdudulot ng isang higit na interes sa kasarian at mas malawak na saklaw paggaludgod na sekwal. Kaya sa nakikita sa pagkabata, kahit na maraming tao ang nag-iisip na ang kasarian ay likas lamang na at sa katawid ay dapat madali. Maraming tao ang nag-iisip na ang kasarian ay likas lamang at sa makatuwid ay dapat madali. Maraming tao ang may problema sekwal at kabutihang palad marami sa mga ito ay maaaring matagumpayan tumpak na impormasyon tungkol sa sex therapy. Subalit nag-aalaan ito ng partikal na payo hihingil sa mga limitasyon pagdating sa sekso. Mga halimbawa, ang pananaw sa sexualidad ay banta sa pagiging halimbawa ng kabutihan ng kakaibahan sa maraming aspeto. Pangalawang halimbawa, ito ay inidaraos ni Professor John Seco at ang paksa tungkol sa sexualidad ng tao. Tinutukoy ang simbahan na ang kasarian ng tao ay may layunin sa plano ng Ama sa Langit. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Physiology of human sexual response. Sexual response cycle, it refers to the sequence of physical and emotional changes that occur as a person becomes sexually aroused and participates in sexually stimulating activities, including intercourse and masturbation. Phases of sexual response. Phase 1. Excitement. General characteristics of the excitement phase, which can last from a few minutes to several hours, include the following. Muscle tension increases, heart rate quickens and breathing is accelerated. Skin may become flushed, blotches or redness appear on the chest and back. Nipples become hardened or erect. Blood flow to the genitals increases, resulting in swelling of the woman's clitoris and labia minora. Inner dips and erection of the man's penis. Vaginal lubrication begins. The woman's breasts become fuller and the vaginal walls begin to swell. The man's testicles swell, their scrotum tightens and begins secreting a lubricating liquid. Phase 2. Plateau. General characteristics of the plateau phase, which instead to bring orgasm, include the following. The changes began in phase 1 are intensive with the vagina continues to swell from increased blood flow and the vaginal walls turn a dark purple. The woman's clitoris becomes highly sensitive, may even be painful to touch and retract under the clitoral hood to avoid direct stimulation from the penis. The man's testicles tighten, breathing, heart rate, and blood pressure continue to increase. Muscle spasms may begin in the feet, face, and hands. Muscle tension increases. Phase 3. Orgasm. The orgasm is the climax of the sexual response cycle. It is the shortest of phases and generally lasts only few seconds. General characteristics of this phase include the following. Involuntary muscles contraction begin. Blood pressure, heart rate, and breathing are at their highest rates with a rapid intake of oxygen. Muscles in the feet spasm. There is a sudden forceful release of sexual tension with women. The muscles of the vagina contract. The uterus also undergoes rhythmic contractions. It means rhythmic contractions of the muscle at the base of the penis result in the ejaculation of semen. A rush of or sex splash may appear over the entire body. Phase 4. Resolution. During resolution, the body slowly returns to its normal level of functioning and swell and erect body parts return to their previous size and color. This phase is marked by a general sense of well-being, enhanced intimacy, and open fatigue. Some women are capable of a rapid return to the orgasm phase with further sexual stimulation and experience multiple orgasms. Men need recovery time after orgasm, called a refractory period during which they cannot reach orgasm again. The duration of refractory period varies among men and usually lengthens with advancing age.
Types of behavior. Overt behavior. This behavior is such a obvious act or behavior. It is behavior that observable by people. Besides my research, the perfect example of person that was it is a have no trouble by experiencing their feelings, views, and thoughts what they have in mind. They speak openly. Overt behavior may include walking, singing, and other examples of bodily action. Covert behavior, opposite of overt behavior. Covert behavior is a type of behavior that is an obvious manner, and a type of behavior that is being discussed in secret. It is any kind of action that can be easily observed by other people. This behavior includes lying, praying, thinking, and dreaming as an example of covert behavior. Conscious behavior is a type of behavior. It's conscious or aware. It is an action to do from what you really wanted to do. Example, this behavior is making breakfast. You're making it breakfast because you are hungry. It is like you know what you're doing or action with positive conduct. Unconscious behavior, a type of behavior where the person is unaware of that what he's doing. It is because that automatic response of the body, such as breathing and the beating of the heart. Unconscious behavior is doing anything without thinking of any motivation, because it is automatically done. Screaming because of cockroach, spider, of females are like example of unconscious behavior. Rational behavior, a type of behavior that is reasonable and used to explain the choices that people make with regard to achieving satisfaction. Is like people would rather be better of more than less. For example, a person is more likely to buy an item at a lower price, like item to sale on sale, because they believe it is better. Irrational behavior. It is defined as unreasonable behavior or having no clear blah blah blah. Having no clear objective or many example of this beside of that. Rational behavior, a type of behavior that is reasonable to use and explain the choices that people make with regard to achieving satisfaction. It is like people would rather to be better or have more than less. For example, a person is more likely to buy an item in lower price, like item on sale, because they believe it is better. Irrational behavior. It is defined as unreasonable behavior or having no clear objective or meaning. Example of this beside of that of what I read is you want to have a good day, yet you punch the mailman in the face. It is senseless and meaningless. Voluntary behavior. Behavior is a person is naturally contribute to an action. It also means what you have a free will and able to make a discussion to make a specific action. Taking a walk down in the street is an example of voluntary behavior. Involuntary behavior that can't be controlled. Other example of this is when being immersed into bring sunlight from a dark place, which usually blink several times, often without even knowing it. Thank you.